Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Gonna have a nice Twitter trash for you. It's gonna be all about Amouranth and her husband, that whole crazy situation. If I have time, I'll get to some other stuff, but most likely this is going to occupy the majority or all of the episode because there's a lot of interesting takes and a lot of stuff to kind of sift through, and we'll see where it leads us. But before we get into the tweets themselves, I gotta give a shout out to today's sponsor, which I'm really excited for, and that is AdamandEve.com. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a significant other or if you practice self-love, you got to go to AdamandEve.com and use code SUM to get 50% off of one item and free shipping in the US and Canada. The shipping is fast, and the best thing about the shipping is that the items are discreet, you know, because you don't want people like getting all in your business and whatnot, so they make sure discretion is a priority. And I've used AdamandEve.com a few times, and it is a legit website. They have everything you can think of, everything that you would use for a partner, for yourself, hims and hers, everybody. If I had to make a recommendation, it can't go wrong with having a massage oil for multi-purposes. So go to AdamandEve.com and use code SUM to get 50% off of an item and free shipping in the US and Canada. You will thank me later, your partner will thank you, or your body will thank you.
Supreme victory!
So this Amouranth situation's been pretty crazy. Man, she just dropped like a huge bomb, like a pipe bomb, and everyone's like, whoa. This came absolutely out of nowhere because everyone, even Amouranth's, like, you know, not probably closest friends, but probably people that are talk to her regularly, had no idea what was going on. So apparently she's been married for years and she has a husband that is extremely controlling and extremely abusive, and she just completely emptied out the dirty laundry. She just pulled it all out on stream, and then people were like, what in the heck is going on? And she had some receipts to back up that this guy's a piece of trash.
What are you saying? You just told me you were gonna kill dogs if I didn't do a 24-hour stream.
Nope, did not say that. Now you're just fucking being a liar.
I'm not
I said I'm going to tell you what I said in terms of the earlier. You're saying you did not say that.
I tried to tell you what I heard from you. And then you called me a liar.
Then you tell me, what did you say?
So you have some of the video of him sounding like a complete like idiot and just like, oh yeah, that sounds like an abusive person. And then she also drops some text messages to back up things that she said about him claiming to hurt the dogs, her pets or whatever. And it's just like everyone is unanimously upset at the dude. Now, the thing that's interesting is that as far as I'm recording this now, I have not seen who the guy is. There are some people that have done some speculating. They think that, oh, this guy, he was a fan, and then they met up, and then they used to hang out, and then they got married and became secret. So there's people doing a lot of speculation. But if you're just like a normal person and you're not trying to dig like crazy, you haven't really just seen that publicly available, like who is this guy, what's his name, who is this, because you know there's a lot of people that probably want to come after him. So yeah, if I was dude, I would probably, like, I don't know, go in hiding for a little bit. Now I'm gonna be honest, there isn't an insane amount of hot takes about this Amouranth situation. There's some, but unanimously people are on her side and give her the benefit of the doubt. Where I stand, I'm in the same camp. Everything that she's done so far seems authentic and genuine. Somebody who is hurt, somebody is finally just ready to out this person. She can't take it anymore, and maybe she doesn't even care about the repercussions if there would be a retaliation. Some people seem to be, they were worried about that. They thought that like they saw a door open in the background of one of her videos, and then she like turned off the stream or something like that, so people were scared. You had multiple people doing wellness checks, like that one Alidity chick, the one that you guys remember her, she wanted to copy strike PewDiePie.
Stupid
Naughty hey guys,
Twitch thoughts.
I'm gonna copy strike this guy.
Can we copy strike PewDiePie's latest video? Like right now? He called us Twitch thoughts.
And she said she did wellness checks and the police said she's fine, and her and the husband have just been talking it out. So that's essentially all that has come from that, like as far as the situation goes. But there are people that are confused, right? They're confused at how like it even gets to this place at all. So first and foremost, let's talk about why there's some negativity surrounding her, and why, like, say, the vast majority of tweets that are being mentioned about Amouranth, or people being very disappointed and disgusted that there's any negativity, and they're like shocked that there's negativity on the internet, there's negativity on Twitter. It's like, oh, okay, dude. For example, you have Valkyrae, one of the biggest Twitch streamers, saying, "It's disgusting seeing the internet continue to invalidate and dehumanize victims of abuse. What Amouranth has been trapped in is very real, especially having joint accounts, married, dealing with threats, etc. I hope she gets the freedom and relief any human in abuse deserves." You have people like Ethan Klein. He says, "I'm scared and disturbed by what's happening to Amouranth. It seems like she was winning at life and in control, but she was the whole time living under tremendous abuse. Makes me wonder how many others are living outwardly normal lives but suffering so badly at home." But now let's take a dip into, you know, some of the people that are like pointing out the negative detractors and the people that are kind of trashing Amouranth. The amount of female streamers tweeting in support of Amouranth, smiley face, versus the amount of male streamers tweeting in support of Amouranth, sad face. Essentially, she's implying that there's not enough male streamers speaking out in support. And the way that she views Twitter, this is what people do all the time. They take their own bias, right? And then it's like, this is what I see, so this is what everybody else is seeing. I hate when people do that. I'm like, bro, step outside of your bubble, step outside of your world, and see what everybody else is up to. So she's probably seeing all the support from all these women, but not enough from the men. And I'm like, bro, that is your point of view. If you do a quick search of the name Amouranth, it is just, it's the same. It's every famous guy and every famous girl that's on Twitch, YouTube, and whatnot that even know who Amouranth is are all tweeting out in support of her, except for Keemstar. Clearly, husband is abusing. She showed the text, but Amouranth herself has scammed so many guys online claiming she was single for years. These Twitch streamers don't care about their viewers. They all just use you and your low IQs to fill their pockets. Now, here's the thing. If it wasn't for this situation in particular where it appears like Amouranth allegedly is being abused by her husband, then Keemstar would have a tiny little point, a tiny little kernel of a point, which would being like, because I don't really respect the people that, not like they're lying by omission, like they hide their personal lives, not for just, oh, I don't want you to know about my personal life, but for it gets me more money. Like pretending that I don't have a significant other will get me more money, because there's a lot of people, a lot of simps that will not give you that money if they see the guy in the picture or whomever, right? So they do that. I feel like it's a little bit shady. I mean, I get it, right? Get your bag. But I'm also like, I feel like you shouldn't have to hide the relationship. But Amouranth herself wanted to participate and be like, let's go public, it'll fix our relationship. She explained that he said, no, it's going to ruin our bag. She's explained that in the video, so it's like, Keemstar, the news guy, seems like, I don't know, maybe you should watch at least her video explaining this so you wouldn't have that take?
You fucking...
It's the incels, it's the simps. They're the ones that should get all of the blame and ridiculing, because these people, the ones that do that fantasy mode and the gymnastics in their head to pretend like these beautiful women that are streaming for you aren't in relationships or don't have husbands or a bunch of hot model type of dudes at their beck and call or whatever. To not think that is so silly. And then you have some weird takes like, you know, Keffals. A lot of stuff has come out about this streamer Keffals that she's not the greatest person. Destiny released a video about her and called it like a manifesto, and it really shows you that this person is just, you know, even though they do some advocacy for like trans people and stuff like that, still not a great person. And this is another example of it. So, you know, Keemstar was popping off saying what he was saying, and then she just goes up and just says this, boom. And I'm like, bruh, like that's not cool at all. Like, being like, How could you think that you're a decent person and then just put that type of label on somebody? Especially when Keemstar is a person that likes to date somebody that's like, you know, half his age. Sounds bad, but I think Keemstar's like 40 years old or something. And he likes young 20-year-olds. A lot of people in society will find that creepy. And a lot of other people just don't care because it is legal. Now let's talk a little bit about, I guess, the abuse and let's just talk about how fascinating it is to get in a situation like this. I don't want to trash Amouranth at all, but at the same time, I feel like to get in a situation like this, and this is not like the same for everybody, but I feel like I all I can do is speculate. But I feel like maybe she's somebody who likes controlling men, but not in that type of way. In the way that it's like, oh, I love when a man tells me what to do and what to wear and stuff. Because there's women out there, just like there's plenty of men that like that too. I mean, you ever heard of, what is it called? Findom or Findom? Like financial domination? Like that's the extreme version of it, right? Where people like, oh, spend all my money. But then there's like the situations where you dial it back into a human regular level where it's like, I just like being told what to do and I don't have to think. And maybe she's possibly that person, and this person just took advantage and took it to a certain degree to where his evil desires of controlling and abusing somebody, and he's enjoying, because it's like, how could you do that to your loved one? How could you claim to love somebody and treat them like that? And it is insane, like thinking, just like Ethan Klein said, you thought she was killing it, making like $1 million something a month just on OnlyFans alone. It's depressing, man. I mean, every day I'm like, bro, I should really open up an OnlyFans. I mean, even if I do $10, 100 people, that's decent money. But it would be like only thighs though, because the rest of my body doesn't look good right now. But seriously, man, I'll keep an eye on, just like everybody's gonna keep an eye on what's gonna happen. Maybe there's other stuff after I've released this video will come out, and then maybe I'll have to update it because
Here comes a new challenger!
So I don't think anybody was expecting Amouranth to resolve her issues so quickly, right? All of this has happened so fast. Like I was thinking, and I was like, I don't even know if things were gonna change, but they already did, because apparently Amouranth is good now. She has control of her accounts. You can see she's covered up in her video. You can just see that like she's posted pictures of hanging out with her horses, and I saw a screenshot of her hugging her dog, and she's like, yeah, everything's good. She left her husband. Her husband apparently is getting help. But everybody's kind of speculating, like the way how everything resolved so quickly, people are kind of scratching their heads a little bit like, this seems a little bit too fast. And what they mean by this, and I guess I kind of feel the same way, is the husband really gonna get help? And is the implication that he's going to change and then she's going to take him back? Because she's already given him chances. Apparently he was already changing and he calmed down, but then once the hot tub stream, the meta, showed up, he became all crazy again and infinitely all like more controlling, and forced her to do the hot tub booby streams and stuff. So it's kind of like, what's to say this guy would change again? Is she gonna go back? You know, like there's a lot of questions that are unanswered, but that is what's happening as of now. So I guess all we can say right now is good for her and good luck to her, and hopefully this doesn't become an endless cycle of domestic abuse, because you see it time and time again, man, and you just hope that people can break the cycle and just shed their abuser. Right, just 100%, man. Nobody should stay in an abusive relationship. Even if you feel like I have nowhere else to go, there's always somewhere to go. There are numbers you can call. There are resources. There are shelters. There are people that will reach out. I mean, like it may seem hopeless, but it usually isn't. It's just hard, like, because maybe you just don't know about the resources available. And maybe you just don't know that people do care. Even if they don't know you, they care because they want to see you help. They want to see you thrive. They don't want to see you abused. So 100%, man, If you got somebody that's treating you like trash, man or woman, it doesn't matter, dude. Get out of that shit, bro. Like 100%. Don't tolerate that stuff ever. And always stand up for yourself, man, and give yourself more credit. It's just that simple to me. I know the situation isn't simple, but what I'm saying is that simple. And it's like, I want you to pump yourself up and then give yourself a fighting chance to have a fun and exciting and a life that you deserve. All right, but now that gay PSA thing is over, I'm going to end this video. Y'all take care, and I'll see you in the next one.